Welcome back to the show, the eternal show. We're never gonna die. We're gonna live forever. We're gonna do a dance and we're both wearing t-shirts. We're wearing clothes. We are not naked. That would be inappropriate. Mike's backing away from the thingy. What's it called? The computer. Oh, 7
Hey, baby, why do you need smack?
Stupid. So dumb. Welcome to AAWY, the And Also With You podcast from Affable Idiots. Every week, join us and all your other lifelong friends as we laugh together, share secrets, and strengthen our friendships in this off-color Mr. Rogers-esque show. Won't you be my neighbor? I'm one of your hosts, Jesse Neal, and with me here, I've got Chad Michael Innes.
Hello, Jesse Neal.
Hello! And all of you lifelong friends listening and watching across the world. I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
And also with you.
You're the best. I didn't expect you to say that.
99th percentile.
Mike.
Yes.
I'm going to start today by asking you a question.
Ask me only the question that's on your mind. Any other question, I won't answer it.
Well, I want you to answer it honestly.
Okay, I will. Definitely. Most deaf.
What is your favorite weed that you find in summer grass?
See, here's the thing. Most people would say dandelion, and most people are wrong.
Yeah.
Most people are dead wrong. Because
Dead
you pick
wrong.
up that dandelion, and you're like, oh, this is so pretty, and then you sneeze and it's gone. It's so delicate. It's a delicatessen.
It's a delicatessen.
Delicatessen. But here's the thing. Aren't dandelions also the ones with the yellow petals around them?
Yep.
So
they
my
turn
answer is
into
a dandelion. But the
Because
dandelion,
that was going to be your
before
favorite.
it dies and becomes the thing that blows away.
Yeah, isn't that crazy that that's
It is
what
so
they...
crazy.
It's nuts. It is a constantly changing little guy. I'm looking
It's
at
like the
pictures of them
butterfly
right
of
now.
weeds.
They're really just fantastic, aren't they?
They're so good. Somebody give them an award.
An award.
An award.
Award.
Somebody told me once, I don't know if it's true because I didn't care enough about plants or anything about this to look it up. Sorry, I have the hiccups con leche.
Idiot.
Somebody told me that all flowers are technically weeds.
What?
Is that true?
I don't know. I'm going to Google that.
Google it. Yeah, somebody told me that like flower, like the definition of weed or something like that, it includes all flowers, any kind of budding plant or something like that.
That's interesting. Let's see. I found Teleflora blog, weeds versus flowers. What's the difference? So weeds often spread quickly, but do not cause a threat to native plants in the area. Therefore, weeds are not necessarily invasive plants, like kudzu would be invasive.
I don't know what kudzu is, but it sounds dangerous.
It's all over the South. Google it. It's constantly growing.
Okay, you keep talking. I'll Google it.
It was brought here from, I think, Japan, maybe, or China. Somebody brought it here long ago. Anyways.
Oh, but it's so pretty.
Isn't it gorgeous? It's just, it never stops growing. And if you don't cut it, it will take over. It's invasive, but it's really pretty. I know, it's crazy. But even though some weedy plants won't necessarily disrupt your flower bed, they can take away from the aesthetic you're trying to present. Weedy plants can be divided into 3 main categories: broadleaf weeds, lawn weeds, and grass-like weeds. Common weeds include crabgrass, poison ivy, and prickly lettuce. So poison ivy is a weed.
Prickly lettuce.
I don't know what that is.
I wonder if I've ever eaten that. I'm looking it up right now. Prickly lettuce.
Flowers are, of course.
Okay. Yeah. So prickly lettuce. I'm going to show this to the cam.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah. I've not eaten that, but I definitely have felt like I've eaten that before. And I've also gotten that stuck to my socks a lot.
Yep. It will get there. It's prickly. And it's lettuce. Now it says flowers are, of course, desirable in your garden. Also known as the bloom or blossom of a plant, flowers are the reproductive center of the overall organism. A garden is a celebrated center for flowers. Duh. But remember that some weeds flower as well. So a dandelion is a weed, but it is also a flower. But let's see.
Get you someone who can do both.
And sow thistles are two of the most common types of that type of weed.
What about honeysuckles?
I'm
gonna look up honeysuckles. God, do you remember being a kid and finding honeysuckles, pulling the middle out of them, and then just...
Yeah, we used to, whenever we had to run the mile in middle school, part of the route they had us take went by this forest that had honeysuckle, and we'd always stop and get some honeysuckle and then finish the mile.
I bet your mile time was so fast.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. But whatever, I got honeysuckle. So according to this blog, flowers can be weeds. Weeds can be flowers, but not all weeds are flowers, and not all flowers are weeds.
Great,
and
I guess.
Is science. So whoever said all flowers are weeds lied to you.
Yeah, they did. Let's go back and punch them right in the gullet.
Let's do it. Right in the gullet. All right, friends. Last week we played a fun game, Make It Work, where Mike, a.k.a. Chad, a.k.a. Michelle, a.k.a.
Guadalupe Santana Inés,
gave us, how many were there? 10? 8? 6?
17? I don't remember.
20?
Make
69?
It work. 7. There were seven. 69.
He he had a list of 7 things and that we needed to figure out what we could change to make it work. It was a fun game. We laughed. We cried.
We figured out how to make Army Hammer work.
We made him work.
Yeah, we made Army Hammer work.
We made him work. So we didn't put up a poll because A, you couldn't poll this, but B, I forgot. So love you, and I'm sorry. It was just one of those weeks. This week, though, we're going to do a sexy Mad Lib.
Ooh, should I be shirtless for this?
Only if you want to.
You're not allowed to show nipples on Twitch. Good thing my camera crops right to above my nipples.
I feel like I can see just the tip of your nipple.
Well, you can, because that's a Skype call, but
nice.
The Twitch stream is cropped.
For all you listeners out there and viewers, I just saw his nipple.
She just
But I've seen them
too.
many times before.
You have seen many times my nipples.
I've seen many.
Nipples
I've seen
times
everything
10.
but your penis.
Change
literally.
That.
No thanks. I've seen your balls because the night we moved in together, you did what is that called? The Texas belt buckle.
I didn't know there was a name for it, but it's just a fun thing to do.
I think that's what it's called. Let's see. Texas belt buckle.
Be careful Googling that on the show. Especially you, whenever you see anything that has to do with sexual body parts, you scream.
Because I'm a child. Innuendo. Is that an innuendo? Texas belt buckle. According to Urban Dictionary, a Texas belt buckle is when your nutsack is hanging out of the top of your pants.
Yep.
That's what
What's the movie we went and saw together and someone's dong was in it? And in the middle, it wasn't even like a funny part of the movie.
It was Django.
It was Django. That's what it was. You saw his back ball and you just went, ah! In a dead silent theater.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a great movie though.
Django was great.
But I'm a child. Casey and I have been he's watching it for the first time. I've been rewatching it, Westworld, and I was like, prepare to see a lot of booby and a lot of dong.
Yeah,
so every time it comes, I'm like,
in that show.
Look at the dong. Look at it.
Where are you guys in that show?
Episode. We've seen the first 3 episodes, I think, so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This game.
Are you ready for the sexy Mad Lib?
Healthy competition. Sexy Mad Lib. You want me to tell you a sexy story?
You want me to tell you a sexy story?
A sexy story? I'm a sexy baby.
All right. The first one. Your crush's name. And if you don't have a like in your life crush, or if you just don't want to say that, you can do a celebrity. I'll allow it.
First of all, it's both because I shoot for the moon. Allison Brie.
Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
No, you will land in the atmosphere and burn up.
Yep.
Allison Brie. She's my real life and my celebrity crush.
Let me go ahead and add
AKA Annie from Community. A-K-A.
Can you get it? Can you do it?
A-I-K-K-A-K. A-K-A. Not Annie's boobs. Annie's boobs is the monkey from Community.
That's right. Annie's boobs. All right, give me a verb.
Car wash.
Car wash?
Yes.
All right.
It's like wash, but specifically for cars. I'm going to car wash the dishes today.
That's perfect. All right, your favorite room in the house.
Favorite room in the house. There's a movie called Running with Scissors, and in it there's a room called the Masturbatorium, and I think that all rooms should be a masturbatorium.
Beautiful.
And that's my favorite room.
I love you, and I need you. Let's do it. All right, masturbatorium. Good, good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, really quick, I just want to make sure my mic didn't get messed up on what I'm actually recording. It did.
Very good. That's
Beautiful.
very good.
Perfect. All right. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's all right. Masturbatorium. That's so stupid. I love it.
I actually haven't seen the rest of that movie. I was watching it Christopheles, my roommate in freshman year of college, was watching it, and I was just walking by and heard the word masturbatorium, and I thought it was the funniest thing.
And it stayed in your life now.
It
forever.
has stayed in my life forever.
Forever. All right. Give me a plural noun.
Plural noun is... I was going to say car washes, but don't do that. Plural noun will be buttons.
Buttons. Beautiful. Beautiful button. Beautiful busty buttons.
Busty buttons. Ooh.
Yes. They're busty buttons. Big-breasted buttons.
Like the ones you'd find on a double-breasted coat.
A double-breasted balcony.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right, next. I would like a body part, please.
Oh,
for
yes.
$5.
Oh, yes. Your body part that you're getting is the sternoclavicular joint.
Sterno? Oh, is that right there where your clavicle meets your sternum?
That is correct. Right here, that little sexy notch.
Yeah.
For those of you watching, I'm tickling them right now.
Joint.
So funny.
It's like right there, like when you can get your neck to suck in and you can put little M&Ms in that little hole.
You can put little M&Ms in it, yes.
How's my face?
You could probably put even peanut M&Ms or peanut butter M&Ms. Like you don't have to go with just the M&Ms minis.
No, but M&M's minis are fun because you can just get a whole mouthful of them and then they're all gone and then you're sad.
Yeah,
That's
you could
fun.
take that entire tube and empty it in your mouth in one go, and you spend $1 on it.
Look at it. See it?
I see it. I can see your sternoclavicular, yes.
Stupid. The sternoclavicular joint. All right. Let me do sternoclavicular, blah, 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 joint. Okay. Next, I need from you a piece of furniture.
Ooh, piece of furniture. That will be the step stool for your dog to get on your bed better. If you have a high bed.
Do you want me to say step stool for your dog to get on your bed better?
Yes, I want that whole thing.
Step stool for your dog to get on your bed better. Perfect. Now I need an adjective. An adjective. Adjective
will be promiscuous.
Promiscuous? Or
Sorry, it was a mixture of promiscuous and pernicious. Let's go with promiscuous. Promiscuous. It's promiscuous.
Am I spelling this right? It's prom, like going to prom.
Promiscuous.
It's like you're going to prom.
Correct. Promiscuous. Promiscuous.
Beautiful. All right, next. An adverb.
Ooh, an adverb. Adverb. Let's see. Abhorrently.
All right. Abhorrently.
But I want you to put a hyphen in there and spell abhorrently abhor.
Oh, yes. Okay, bear with me.
Ab hyphen whore hyphen ently.
Got it. Done. Let's see. Now I need a number.
Oh, everyone knows Sexy Mad Lib needs a 69 in there.
Classic. You gotta have 69.
Gotta have 69.
Snaps. Now I need a time.
A time?
Yep, like a time of day.
What about time of the month?
We can do it.
What about lunar eclipse? Is that a time?
I don't. We can put it in. You want me to put it in?
Yes, I want you to put it in. It's a Sexy Mad Lib. You got to put it in.
Lunar eclipse. Beautiful. Now I need plural body parts.
Plural body parts. Ooh. Cervixes.
Ooh. All right. Very good. Now I need the name of a musician.
Any musician. Kanan Cox. Little plug for Kanan Cox, my best friend, country music star, Kanan Cox.
Country music star, Kanan Cox.
Canaan Cox, C-O-X. Q-U-A-L-M.
Qualm. Stupid. Hey, all right, Arnold. Now I need a food.
You need a food. Okay. Your food is going to be stromboli.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, that's going to be good.
I can't wait.
Okay, now I need the plural form of a brand of shoes.
Okay, plural form of the brand of shoes. Doc Martens.
All right, perfect.
There you go. That's my parents for you. Doc Martens.
Love it. All right, and I need one more number.
Any number.
And then we're done. Any number.
Pi.
Pi?
3.141357.
I don't know how to do that thing here, so I'm just going to put 3.14197.
Sure.
3.1415937. I'll just put 3.14.
What is pi?
It's a food.
3.14159. Oh, that's where that stops. Okay.
3.14159?
Yep.
Well, 157 was very close. All right. Are you ready?
Are we done? Are we done? Are we ready to read it?
We're done. That was it. We're going to read it.
Oh my God. I'm so freaking excited.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Oh, stupid. All right. Let's do this.
I'm ready to do it.
You were suddenly feeling frisky.
I was.
So you asked Allison Brie.
Look at this. I'm already getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps.
So you asked Allison Brie if she wanted to car wash in the masturbatorium with you.
Oh, okay. That sounds sexy.
Right? It does.
What do you think car washing is as a sexual verb in the masturbatorium?
Watching each other's private parts.
No, I got it. In the movie Villains, which is something I just recently watched on Netflix with Kanan.
Is it good?
It is. It's good. Yeah, it's a 4-person movie about some people that break into a house, and they're like thieves and drug addicts. They break into a house, and it turns out they find out that the people who live there also have like a dirty secret, and then the people who live there come home, and they're like, who's going to call the cops on whom? Like, how do we handle it? It's a good movie. Has the guy from
my dirty little secret.
Yes, the guy who plays Pennywise the Clown in the new It series. He's one of the
the Skarsgård fellow.
Skarsgård guy, yeah.
Bill.
Anyway, in this movie, at the beginning, he starts freaking out. They lay down on the street. She jumps on top of him. She says, "You need a car wash." She puts her hair down while she's on top of him and just like swishes her head around back and forth over his face to calm him down.
Yeah.
That's a car wash. But when Allison Brie does it, it's sexy.
It's sexy, obviously.
Obviously.
Normally, you use this room to store your vast collection of buttons.
Yes.
But this time, you felt like switching things up.
Okay.
Stupid. You just knew she was ready to go when she propped her sternoclavicular joint up on the step stool for your dog to get on your bed better.
Just seeing her down because the step stool is what, maybe 1.5 feet? Just seeing her down, just like chest first on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's
like
hot.
That, Daddy. Gross. All right, I'm gonna reread that sentence because it's too good not to. Oh, also, we didn't get to the end of it before we laughed. All right, you just knew she was ready to go when she propped her sternoclavicular joint on the step stool for your dog to get on your bed better and gave you her promiscuous bedroom eyes.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, After abhorrently.
I forgot we did that one.
Yep. Going at it for 69 minutes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Too long.
You both climaxed at the exact same time.
Ooh.
Lunar eclipse. This is great. Oh gosh, this is just getting better. But then you looked deep into each other's cervixes and knew exactly what the other one wanted. One more round. You put on Kanan Cox's greatest hits. Lit a few Stromboli-scented candles.
Oh, yes. That'll get me in the mood.
And knocked Doc Martens for pi more hours. Which is 3.14159, et cetera, et cetera.
27. 5927. That's what it is.
Oh, man. That was good.
That was good.
That turned out better than I expected.
Martens for pi more hours.
For pi more hours.
Oh.
You look deep. You climax at the same time. Lunar eclipse. That's pretty majestic.
Very, very majestic.
Very
Not
majestic.
that Jim Carrey movie, The Majestic.
That was a pretty good movie, as I recall.
I can't recall it.
I don't remember if it was like... I remember I liked it, but I was also younger, so I don't know if my taste...
I was young, and it was the night my grandma died.
Aw.
Yeah, my grandma died, and then we came home from the hospital early in the morning, put on The Majestic, and I cried and fell asleep.
Yeah, and
so
that movie's
I don't remember
sad,
whether that movie was
Isn't
good
it
or not.
sad?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I mean, I think it has a happy ending, but...
Happy ending. Ha, ha.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. That was a fun, sexy Mad Lib. What a
That was.
fun, brave, busty buttons on the balcony we just did.
Yes.
I don't know. I just wanted to say busty buttons.
You just like alliteration.
It's a ludicrous concept.
Alliteration.
Illiterate.
Illiterate.
Illiterate nation. Illiterate nation.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
What the hell face was that?
You're a bird. All right, my friends, my loves. We'll figure out some sort of a poll to put on Twitter, either about this or about our discussion of or the question topic starter. What do we call that? Conversation
An honest
starter.
discussion. Oh, conversation
and
starter.
I won't
that's
forget this time. I promise.
Dun dun dun. Definitely not like a bird.
Ah, so good. Beautiful in every way. All right, last week we discussed what our vanity license plate would be. Mine, you might recall, will be CUNXTUESD. CNX Tuesday, cunt, essentially. And the scene was going to be a Georgia O'Keeffe painting, very vaginal. Fantastic.
Mine was pee pee poopo.
Pee pee poopo.
I also afterwards was thinking like we could have just made it PPPUPU.
Oh yeah.
Pee pee poo poo.
Pee pee poop. Boy, we're dumb.
Dumb.
Not as funny as pee pee poopo though.
That's true. Pee pee poopo reigns supreme.
Reigns supreme. And your scene was going to be from far away, a beautiful beach scene.
Mm-hmm.
Up close, though, you discover it's a toilet.
Die Toilette, as they say in German.
Toilet. In German. Die Antwoord, as they say for that band.
That's right.
Now this week, this week we're talking about what we think the top 10 episodes of television are.
Woo! This is gonna be a one of those ranking episodes. We're gonna rank the top 10 best episodes of TV, and I can't wait.
Are you ready to get what you want?
It's my money, and I need it now.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I wanted to be in a really bad infomercial.
One of those motivational.
Are you ready to get fit?
I have a video tells you I talk exactly like that. Are you ready to get fit? Yeah.
And you throw some sort of a bar at your face.
Yeah, protein bar straight at my face. Worth it.
Straight at your dong.
At my donger. Jesse, I've asked you with maybe 7 minutes of preparation time to come up with the list of best TV episodes of all time.
Yes.
I have 6. You mentioned you also have 6. Hopefully, within those 6, there are enough that don't overlap that we can make 10.
Let's see. Let's find out.
See. Now, we don't have to rank them yet. We don't have to rank them, but we do have to start deciding what our 10 will be, and then we can rank them. So I'm going to make a list. I'm going to invite you to this list as well.
Please do. I would love to attend. I would love to attend the Tale of Sweeney Todd and this list.
Attend the Tale of Sweeney Todd. Oh my God. So,
the Dame and Barbara Fleet. But, yes, tell me their side note.
Side note is I just watched the episode of The Office where Andy is part of Sweeney Todd. And that is one of the most cringeworthy things. I have this thing where I am incredibly uncomfortable if I watch people, like, if they go up on stage and forget their lines, or if they're doing an audition and it's not good. Like, if I've had to sit to cast shows and stuff like that, and I'm just like, oh god, it is literally the most uncomfortable thing I can think about.
And Perkins. So, I just watched that episode, and when the bird is going off, somebody has brought a bird. Please silence your bird. Oh, it appears it was mine own because his phone was ringing on stage. I hate it.
I silenced it. I silenced it by killing it. I killed the bird, just like you, Sweeney Todd, the killer. But I don't know that about you yet because my character hasn't discovered that. But I am suspicious. God, it's so uncomfortable.
That's I can't. I forget what I was watching the other day, but I was. They were doing something where they were like not doing a good job or like doing something really stressful where we didn't know if they were going to succeed or fail magnificently. I was so uncomfortable. I watched it like this. I like watched it through my elbows. I was so. Oh, I hate it. I hate stuff like that.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of...
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of great television shows.
Sorry.
The first one I'm going to throw out there is an episode of The Office. And it's called The Dinner Party.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes. The dinner party episode where Michael finally tricks Jim and Pam into coming over for a dinner party, as well as Andy and Angela.
Yes.
And then Dwight and his babysitter show up as a couple later as well. It is perfect, that episode.
So uncomfortable.
Yep. Again, very uncomfortable episode. His plasma screen TV. He's like, and if we have guests and it gets crowded, look, I can go and move it right into the wall. It was like 3 inches. Everything. The tour of the house where he shows them where he sleeps and it's just the footstool at the end of the bed. He's like, I made this end table, and it's like the most shittily put together thing. It's like, what is that? Is that oak? I don't know. It's either oak or white pine.
Did he have a kid with her, or she got pregnant?
She had artificial insemination while they were together because she wanted someone like she's like, I'm old enough that I basically only get one shot at this, and I want it to count.
Yes.
She named it Astrid, and then...
And he called it Astard.
Asturd.
Astard. Astard. So stupid.
So the dinner party from The Office is my first 100%. Submission.
That is amazing.
And it has one of the best songs from any TV show in it.
Which one
took
was it?
Me by the hand... made me a man that one night. You made everything all right.
right. That was the
her
CD.
Yeah, the CD of her assistant's music that he made, and then Andy just like, and then Jim steals it. God, that's so good. Such a good episode.
Awful. I love that episode of television.
And the plate glass window, the sliding glass door, is shattered because Michael heard the ice cream truck. It's so perfect. It's so perfect.
It's an incredibly uncomfortable episode of television. I love it.
Yeah.
Definitely not like a bird.
Definitely not like a bird. Your turn. Oh, I have 7 episodes. I just remembered another one. So give me one of yours.
So I'm trying to decide. I mean, we could have 2 episodes from Watchmen, or we could have 1. But I have 2 that I'm having a really hard time choosing between.
Okay.
And they are This Extraordinary Being, which is the one where I don't want to do spoiler alerts.
Is that the penultimate episode of Watchmen?
Is that the one where she's
the time
her
the
grandfather?
time jumps?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, no,
That
sorry.
one.
You're thinking the one with the memories.
Yes, yeah, where she takes the things.
Yes.
The pills?
Yes.
That
and a lot of
one.
it's in black and white.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I love that one. And a god walks into Abar, which is when you learn of their whole...
That's the one I have on my list.
Is it? Well, then I think
Yes.
then we need to do that one. Oh, I got chills just thinking about it.
Oh my God. That is there are so many episodes of television. I got goosebumps right now too. So many episodes of television where people try to do time travel. There's even a whole season of Lost about it that's terrible. And I love Lost, by the way. But yes, that episode does that non-sequential storytelling, that asynchronous storytelling so perfectly. And then by the end of the episode, it all wraps up and it just breaks your heart. I fucking love it.
So good.
Fucking love it.
It was so
What's the name
good.
of it? A man walks into a bar?
To a bar, because that's her last name, but it's a bar, but one word. Somebody said recently, they said, wow, Watchmen was really ahead of its time. And they're like, yeah, 9 months ahead of its time because of what's going on now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's such an important series. Good grief, it's so good. So good.
Yes, that is... Watchmen itself is one of the top 5 series of all time.
It's phenomenal.
And it's only one season, which is
so
amazing.
Good. Gosh, it's so good.
I'm going to throw out there another episode that is funny. I can't remember the name of it, though, but it's the episode of Sunny in Philadelphia where they are getting... It's the one-shot episode where they're getting inspected and they have to clean up the bar.
Hey!
Not hey, what is it? All right.
That's what it was. I have that one on my list too. Well, it's not on my list. I was thinking about adding it to the list earlier in our actual conversation. Which one is that? You're going to move to the GD dumpster, you bitch.
Oh, you're gonna move the goddamn dumpster, you bitch. Yes. So that one is so brilliant because obviously it's the one shot in an episode of Sunny in Philadelphia, which is ridiculous.
It's
but
Charlie
it's also,
work.
Is that the name of it? Charlie work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Charlie gets tipped off that the health inspector is coming to do a surprise inspection of Patty's Pub.
Yes.
Yes, because that's where they had Carmine's, a place for steaks.
Carmine's a place for, that's right. They're doing the chicken insurance scheme or something, or the scam. Oh my God.
Dee and Mac are attempting to wrangle chickens for the fraudulent scheme. Yeah,
to get
Charlie
airline
work.
miles. That's what it was.
Charlie work.
Man.
Oh, absolutely.
And Frank paints himself completely black to hide in the basement and play the smoke detector or the carbon monoxide detector noise on the recorder. But Charlie is just so brilliant in that. And then the way that it all works out together in the end. Oh my God. One of the best episodes of TV.
Hey, I have something to tell you. All right.
Yes. Oh man, for sure.
What a great episode of television.
Oh, I might go back and watch all of these episodes today. Just kidding. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So good.
All right, what's your second suggestion?
I have 2 from Breaking Bad.
Okay, I have 1 from Breaking Bad, and I considered a second.
Is 1 Crawl Space?
1 is absolutely Crawl Space.
Yeah. Okay, so Crawl Space is on mine, and also Face Off, which is the one where...
yeah. With Gustavo Fring, yes.
Yeah, where he... I don't know if it's... I don't want to spoil
Everyone should have watched Breaking Bad by now.
It's the one where Gus Fring gets dead.
Gets exploded.
At... Is it at somebody's nursing home, right? Is it the old guy?
Uncle, what's his face?
Tico? Tico's uncle.
Tuco's uncle, yeah.
Tuco's uncle. What is his name?
Who is in Spanish is Theo, is uncle. Theo.
Yeah, Tío Salamanca.
Theo Salamanca, yes.
Theo Salamanca.
Hector, that's his name. Hector Salamanca.
Right. Gosh, that was so
Yeah, and he freaking ringing the bell. Ding, 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 ding. God, and then he walks out. Half of his face is destroyed, tightens up his tie, and then just falls to the ground. Oh, my God.
That episode...
Giancarlo Esposito is perfect in that role, and I'm so happy to see...
amazing.
If anyone's not watching Better Call Saul, you're an idiot.
It's another thing Casey and I have been wanting to watch.
Okay, well then I will shut my little whore mouth.
I saw season 1 and loved it, and then I had so many other things to watch. I fell behind. So now Casey and I are going to watch it together.
Do not watch it expecting it is not a prequel to Breaking Bad. It is technically a prequel to Breaking Bad. But don't go into it saying, "Oh my God, this is a companion show to Breaking Bad." No, it is its own show.
It's not.
It has its own style, its own movie. But it has 2 stories. It has a Jimmy McGill, which is Better Call Saul, has his storyline, and then it also has it starts to ramp up over the seasons, like how it might feed into Breaking Bad as a separate storyline, the B storyline. So good. So sorry, I'm putting Crawl Space from Breaking Bad in there. I'm putting Crawl Space. That was the episode that cemented that show as. Now it's my number 2, but at the time it was my number 1 favorite show of all time.
That's the one. Is that the one where they put somebody? They're down in their basement cook place, kitchen, whatever, and somebody ends up in acid, right?
Shoot, I don't remember. I just that shot at the very end of Walt hiding in the crawl space looking for his money because they've got to run because they're being hunted. And then it's just the slow zoom out and he just starts laughing. Oh my God, my nipples are so hard right now. Look at that, more goose
that's
pimples.
Right. He's I've got them too. I elbowed
God.
But this is the one under he's underneath in the crawl space and he's been his face is all busted. Yes. I think we can have 2 Breaking Bad episodes,
I think so too. I put him on there for sure. I considered also putting Ozymandias on there, which is one of the best episodes. That one was
so good. That's the one where he saves Hank's life, right?
It is one of the final ones, and there's a thing with Hank. That's everyone just go fucking watch Breaking Bad.
It's so good.
But yeah, okay, so we've got the dinner party from The Office, A Man Walks into A-Bar from Watchmen, Charlie Work from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Crawl Space from Breaking Bad, and Face Off from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
I'm going to put in there the best television episode from the best series of all time.
Ooh, is it The Wire?
It is not The Wire. The Wire is not even on my top 10. The Wire is highly overrated.
The Wire's my favorite.
No. The Wire, when it came out, might have been the best thing since sliced bread, but now there's so much good shit out there. This is the Book of Nora from The Leftovers.
Oh.
The finale to The Leftovers.
Yes.
The absolute best show of all time. I thought, can I cheat and just put all of season 2 as an episode? Because season 2 is a fucking masterpiece. But no, the Book of Nora is the finale of the series.
Good.
I'm not going to spoil it because not enough people have watched this, and they absolutely should.
It's so good.
But it's the finale. It explains everything in a way that you kind of have to trust it. It's up to you at the end whether or not you trust it, but it does. It gives you answers, and it concludes her journey in such a satisfying. More goosebumps. I'm
making a list right now of shows that I want Casey to see. No, so I've got The Leftovers.
Has he not seen The Leftovers? Oh, Kurt. So the bow and arrow guy who we brought up several times, my friend Kurt. I told him to watch it, and he got I think he's all the way through season 1, and he's like, "Why is this good again?" And I was like, "We're not friends anymore."
Yeah, that's why you told Kanan not to watch it.
I did. I told Kanan because I was like, I don't know if Kanan's really gonna like fully appreciate this show, and if he doesn't like it, I can't be his friend anymore. Like there's that cognitive dissonance between I love this man with everything that I am, and then I also love this show, and if they don't like each other,
you can't.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't do
Oh,
it.
I totally feel you. I feel you.
But I think he's grown enough as a person and is mature enough that I think I'm going to let him watch The Leftovers.
Oh, good luck. I really hope he likes it.
So yes, the Book of
Nora. I really
Nora.
hope he likes it.
Fucking beautiful. It is the best finale to any TV show of all ever, and it is my favorite show for sure of all time. Also, another Damon Lindelof show, just like The Watchmen.
Yes. Gosh, I love Damon Lindelof and everything that comes out of his butthole.
Everything. So I'm going to put the Book of Nora on here.
One that I have is, and I'm amenable to other episodes as well, because I think this whole series, for at least of the 2 seasons I've seen of it, is fantastic. But I've put Bicameral Mind from Westworld, which is the season 1 finale.
I was debating putting something from Westworld on there. But it's been so long since I've watched season 1 that I couldn't remember any like individual episode. Can you tell me a little bit about that episode? I remember how it ends, for sure.
Let me
with Tony Hopkins.
Mind. Westworld. Anthony. Oh, yeah, Tony. Tony. Let's see here. That is the one. Oh, go ahead. You were like, what?
Season 2 for me was just like such a letdown, and then season 3 was a completely different show, and I didn't like it at all.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Didn't like it at all.
Oh,
but I remember loving season 1.
Oh, season 1 was fucking amazing. So Bicameral Mind is, I'm trying to find a good synopsis of it. There we go. Let's see here. As Dolores, this is the episode where, like, I think this is the episode where she really starts to wake. Is this the one where she starts to wake up? Like,
I think so.
She's like fully awake now and is like, "What?" I think fuck this.
I think we also get the reveal about
Arnold.
I think we also get that in this episode too.
You get the Arnold reveal. This is the one where she
more
kills,
goosebumps.
Yeah, right. I'm getting it too. She kills Anthony Hopkins, I think.
Tony,
right?
Yeah. Tony Hopkins.
Tony, and that was a huge reveal because the I forget what they call them, but like what people in the West world can't hurt a human. Like you can't actually pull a trigger on a real gun or whatever.
Right.
But she kills him.
I always was confused about how that gun thing works. Like they have guns, they have bullets. Someone can take the gun, like a real world person can take the gun and shoot somebody with it.
I don't think that the guns that they bring in there and that the humans have are real guns. I think they shoot like big pellety thingies. Like I just think for whatever reason the people that live in the West world, these pellet things or whatever that they shoot, maybe they're softer, so they shoot through them and kill them, but it just like bruises the people. Because like remember when what's his name? We didn't know he was William at the time.
Ed Harris.
Yeah, but the in the past.
Oh, one. Gotcha. Yeah, the younger him, the McCoyle brother.
Yes,
from Sunny Philadelphia.
When he gets shot, like he pulls his thing, like his collar over, and you can see where it hit him. So I feel like they're just like big pellets. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't put this one on, especially since
I do like that episode. Well. I do like that episode a lot, and I think we should keep it on there to fill out our 10, just because we do have a couple episodes that overlap. But then if we end up with more than 10, maybe that can be the first one that gets cut.
Perfect. I'm into it. Gosh, it's such a good show. I love it.
I've got 2 more on my list.
All right, let's do it.
The first one is The Red Wedding from Game of Thrones.
That's the last one I have.
It is?
Yeah.
Now, I know you got this spoiled for you because Chris is an asshole.
Yep.
But I remember, I'm getting goosebumps now again thinking of it. I remember sitting on my couch.
So good.
sitting on my couch by myself in the dark watching this episode, and when it gets to the end and they fucking start killing everybody, and then Catelyn Stark dies and Robb Stark, and I remember sitting there literally on the edge of my seat, and I just go, and my mouth is open, and I just go, what? What? And then the credits play in dead silence, and I just stare at the screen with my mouth open, and then again just go, what?
Oh, it's such a good episode.
Just completely blindsided me, just like what's her face in the football movie, Miss Congeniality.
Susan Bullock.
Sandra
Bullock.
That's it. Susan Sarandra Bullock.
Yes, Susan Sarandra Bullock.
Yeah,
yes.
Red Wedding is whoa. Oh man,
100% Red Wedding. Oh, put it in there. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8.
Oh gosh, then this one I have will be number 9, and then we've got to come up with the 10th one.
Ooh, let's do it.
This one I was struggling to find. I love this show so much. I was struggling to find the best of them. And I think I settled on one that is my favorite episode of it, but not necessarily the best, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's the Teddy Perkins episode of Atlanta.
Yes.
Yes, the Teddy Perkins episode.
100 times yes.
Where you're watching this episode of the show, and Donald Glover is doing whiteface in this Michael Jackson type character impression in this mansion.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I remember 10 minutes in the episode, we were like, where is that? How do we know that guy?
Yes!
Who is that? What have we seen? And you look it up and you're like, that's Donald Glover. I was like, no, it's not. Oh my God, it's Donald Glover.
I'm just looking up pictures of it. It's horrifying.
It is so terrifying. I'm going to look it up too, and I'm going to show it to the camera. Teddy Perkins. That show, everything about that show is so great. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. He's terrifying.
Teddy Perkins. He looks kind of like a Who. Oh God, it's so terrifying.
Oh my gosh, it's horrifying. Remember when he went as Teddy Perkins to the Emmys?
I don't remember that. No, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's so creepy. Oh.
And then, I guess for number 10, I can't think of a single episode of Dave that's so great, but Dave is one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time, and I've seen it now 3 entire times through.
Really?
You
I
haven't seen it. So, yeah, I watched it twice in 24 hours, and then I watched it a third time like a week later.
And see, I was gonna put some stuff from the OA, but I was like, Mike's not gonna.
Oh,
he didn't like any of it.
The OA. And
so
I sat through that
entire
whole season.
Gosh, it was so good. I love it.
Oh,
what else is there?
Here's another one that breaks my heart every time that I fucking love. It's not the best episode, but Greatest Hits from Lost. Charlie's Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
From season 3 when he goes through, like, hearing his song. Oh God, goosebumps again. I'm gonna start crying when he hears his song on the radio for the first time, and then Aaron, and he leaves his drive shaft ring in the crib, and not Penny's boat. Oh my God, great!
Was that
it's
season
on there.
3?
That was the end of season 3.
Not Penny's boat was season 3.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. Oh, I got chills. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
that's
Greatest Hits from Lost. So that's our 10. I'm going to walk through them again, and then we're going to rank them. Dinner Party from The Office. A Man Walks into A-Bar from Watchmen. Charlie Work from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Crawl Space from Breaking Bad. Face Off from Breaking Bad. The Book of Nora from The Leftovers. Bicameral Mind from Westworld. The Red Wedding from Game of Thrones. Teddy Perkins from Atlanta. And Greatest Hits from Lost.
Teddy Perkins. And that was all to go pick up a piano that his friend.
I think I realized I love that show when it was the episode. I think they were like in a nightclub or something like that, and everyone was running out of it, freaking out for some reason. I can't remember why. I need to rewatch that show. But there had been like some joke that someone had an invisible car, and that, like, until that moment, the show had been completely, totally grounded.
Yeah.
And then everyone's running out, and you see that person just drive by in their invisible car at the end of the episode. And I was like, what? That's
You
where I
just don't
realized that show was
expect it.
perfect. Yep.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's such a good show. Gosh, what a good show. Oh, it's disgustingly good.
Where do we start? I feel like I feel like we could argue the best on this list pretty quickly. I feel like the Book of Nora is in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's my favorite one. A Man Walks into a Bar from Watchmen is definitely a contender for best episode for me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I fully agree. For me, honestly, I know what my top 5 are. Perhaps I don't know, but I don't know the order.
Okay. Tell me your top 5, and I'll help you rank them.
What I'm thinking the top 5 are The Book of Nora, A Man Walks into a Bar, Red Wedding, and then both of the Breaking Bad episodes, Crawl Space and Face Off.
Okay. I'm going to...
Do you have a rebut?
I'm going to vote that the Red Wedding goes on 5th spot of those top 5.
Do you agree that it should be in the top 5?
I do agree that it should be in the top 5. Well, okay, so what does that leave out? That leaves out By Camera Mind. That leaves out Charlie Work, Dinner Party, Greatest Hits, Teddy Perkins. Yeah, I think that should be number 5.
You think so? Okay. I agree then. I fully agree. And then I think I think the Breaking Bad episodes should be 3 and 4 in some way. Right? I don't know. I'm really torn between
Natalie and Bruglia.
These 4 now. Natalie and Bruglia.
I'm just lying naked on the floor, torn.
That's not the tune. I am Natalie and Bruglia's torn between the Breaking Bad episodes, the Watchmen episode, and the Leftovers episode, and what should be placed, or what should be placed where. I think Book of Nora probably should be the best.
I think I'm going to go Book of Nora as number 1.
Yeah, I agree. I think that definitely should be number 1. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. A Man Walks into a Bar was so good.
It was incredible. But I think it's been so long since I've watched Breaking Bad. And Watchmen has the recency bias, of course, because that just came on in November. But I feel like watching Crawl Space was it was a defining moment for me in determining that show was amazing. But also, Man Walks into a Bar was great. But Watchmen, the whole series was great.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, I'm with you. Let's put Crawl Space as 2 then.
I think it's Crawl Space 2, Man Walks into a Bar 3, Face Off 4.
I think you're right, yeah. And then Red Wedding 5. Are you putting these in order in the Dingle Hopper?
Yeah, in the Dingle Hopper.
In the Dingle Hopper.
And just like comedies at the Oscars, they can't win. So this leaves basically the rest of them are all comedies, except for Greatest Hits from Lost. They're
so good, though. I mean, they're so good. Like, I was tempted to put Charlie Work at 5.
God, Charlie Work is so fucking good.
That's
the problem with this whole process, because they're all amazing.
Well, how about we do this? Well, we could do our top 5 drama, top 5 comedy.
No, because Greatest Hits is in there, and that's not a...
Which isn't right, which would mean maybe we would need to eliminate that and maybe think of another...
And top 10 is better for discovery on the internet.
You're right.
Everyone searches top 10 episodes. Like, that's going to do really well for the show.
You're right. Fine,
let's stick with top 10 TV episodes. Okay.
You're right.
Charlie Work. God, this is so... Okay, I'm going to throw this out there.
Go for it.
Bicameral Mind number 10 from Westworld?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Bicameral Mind, Westworld, number 10. I wish I had thought ahead and made a way that we could show this list on the screen for everybody watching at home. Doesn't matter. Okay, so that leaves us 6, 7, 8, and 9. We have Teddy Perkins from Atlanta, Greatest Hits from Lost, Charlie Work from Sunny in Philadelphia, Dinner Party from The Office.
I'm torn. Again, Natalie Imbruglia. Between Teddy Perkins and Charlie Work. And like which order? Because I think those 2 episodes for me, I think should be next.
I'm going to vote Charlie Work first, Teddy Perkins second.
Yeah? Okay. Good. I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that because I couldn't make a decision. And if you can, then I'm gonna bandwagon that.
Nice. Okay, Charlie Work is number 6. Teddy Perkins is number 7.
It's nuts.
I'm gonna also vote. I'm gonna throw this out there. Greatest Hits number 9, Dinner Party number 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so Dinner Party from The Office is number 8. 9 is Greatest Hits from Lost.
So good. Yep.
Okay, so here it is, everybody. Our top 10 TV episodes of all time. Fuck you, I Love Lucy.
Time.
When I Googled this on the toilet, when I told you to start thinking of it, I Love Lucy showed up all the time. And Mary Tyler Moore Show. I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
it's 2020.
Yeah.
All of the people who remember those shows are dead.
You bet.
We grew up with those on Nick at Night.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right.
So
Nick
bad.
Night.
Oh, we should play that game again.
That was fun. We should play that game again.
Oh, you bad. Or, oh, you so bad.
So bad.
Go back and listen to Affable Idiots episode, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
okay,
whatever the
so
fuck.
here's our top 10. From bottom to top, I drop. Number 10, By Cameral Mind from Westworld. Number 9, Greatest Hits from Lost. Number 8, The Dinner Party from The Office. Number 7, Teddy Perkins from Atlanta. Number 6, Charlie Work from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Number 5, The Red Wedding from Game of Thrones. Number 4, Face Off from Breaking Bad. Number 3, A Man Walks into A-Bar from Watchmen. Number 2, Crawl Space from Breaking Bad. And number 1, The Book of Nora from The Leftovers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, so many goosebumps. So many.
I really want to rewatch all these shows right now.
Me too. I was just thinking, okay, Leftovers and Watchmen I'm going to rewatch. Even though Watchmen I just watched less than a year ago.
That's so good, though.
I want to rewatch all of Atlanta, but definitely The Leftovers. I almost rewatched The Leftovers right after my surgery, but then I'm like, I don't want to just sit here and sob.
With a hurting stomach.
With a hurting stomach, yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's such a good
I
show.
feel so good about that
it.
list.
Yeah, I do too. I think this is our best ranking.
Honestly, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Oh, I'm solid. It's solid. Like
Solid like my cock. Perfect. Let's move on then.
Beautiful. All right, my loves. We did it. We all did it together, and we couldn't have done it without
also,
your help.
Alta, Balto, Alto, Age of Ultron, Oliver Twist. Let us know if there's any shows on there that we left off that you think should be in the top 10.
Tell us your favorite episodes of television. We want to know. I want to know. Which is sort of like, how will I know if he really loves me? It's sort of like that, but different.
Like that.
How will I know what your favorite television shows are?
And when I'm talking to you, I'm looking away and my eyes are closed. And then when I'm done talking, I look at you and I open my eyes. And then I talk and I close my eyes and I look away. Less is more acting.
That's such a good movie.
Waiting for Duffman.
So good. Let us know what your favorite episodes of television are. You can tweet at us. Mm-hmm. You can comment on our YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
You can email us. You can send out a smoke signal.
You can do that.
But speaking of YouTube, we need you.
Ooh,
currently, our YouTubes are youtube.com/a bunch of stuff that's nonsensical. And we need 100 subscribers in order to get youtube.com/whatever we want.
Mm-hmm,
so please, when this is posted onto Twitter, there will be a link to the video for this. You can just go ahead and click that subscribe button. Just go ahead and give it a little click.
Just click it. Just click it.
Poo. Would you just click at it? Just click at it. And you don't have to click the bell if you don't want to get notified. I don't like it when YouTube notifies me of things, but just subscribe. Watch us. Be friends with us forever.
Go to your friend's house with an axe and say subscribe
make them
right
subscribe.
now. And then both of you make several accounts and do the same.
Yes. And if they don't subscribe, cut off a finger for each account you make for them that they don't subscribe to us.
Cut off one of your own fingers.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yes. It's one of those things where, like, the best way to hurt somebody is to hurt someone they love. So cut off your own fingers.
Ooh.
As a threat to them.
Dark. That's dark. Yes, we need you. We need it for Affable Idiots. We also need you for And Always With You, AAWI. We also need it for Respawn Aim Fire, which is the sister podcast about video games with Chad Michaelinis.
That's me.
And our dear friend, Holding It In with Holden DePardo.
Holding it in with Holden DePardo.
Holden DePardo.
I'm
great.
Holden.
I love it. It's a new TV show.
And then there's the late night Cinemax version. Holden's Golden Showers.
Oh, yes. Skinemax.
Yes. Sex.
And then you can also get at us. What year is this? 2007? On Twitter. We're what? We've got Affable Idiots, and we've got you just RAF or Respawn Aim Fire.
I'm sorry, I completely was spaced. What did you just ask me?
Twitter for Respawn Aim Fire?
Respawn Aim Fire. Yeah, it's Respawn Aim Fire.
Twitter, Respawn Aim Fire. Follow us, love us, talk to us. We'll talk to you. We love you already anyway. And we'll also follow you because we want to know what's going on in your lives. Now, moving on to our conversation starter. This week, our dear friend, Matt from Rhode Island, a.k.a. Doesn't he have another handle? Doesn't it like show up?
No. He's one of those people that has branded himself very well. He's Matt from Rhode Island on everything except for on video game consoles, which is dumb.
Nice.
Change it, Matt.
Uh-oh, Matt. You're in trouble. Matt from R.I. It's Rhode Island.
Matt from Ree.
Matt from Ree. That's hard on the throat. Really coats the esophagus.
That's what she said.
Ew. He
like
asks
modern
us.
day Pepto-Bismol. Let's go.
Pepto-Bismol. He asks us, does a straw have two holes or one? I don't know why I'm talking like this now.
Like I have a deviated septum.
Does a straw have two holes or one?
This one, when he first posed this question, broke my brain.
I think the answer is one hole.
Do you think so? I'm going to pose the question, does a straw have holes at all? What is the... Let's do a Google for the definition of hole.
Because, I feel like, yes, it does.
It's a hollow place in a solid body or surface.
Oh my gosh. Can we just go back for a minute? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've got images up of Teddy Perkins, and I went to my computer to Google hole, and I saw the friend whose character name I can't remember, but the guy who was going to get the piano.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about the hat he was wearing. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
It's a hat with a Confederate flag on it. Now, this character is a black character, and he's wearing the hat with the Confederate flag, and it says Southern Made, but he's blocked out a lot of the letters, and it says, "You mad?" ? I just forgot how ludicrous that was for his character and everything. Oh. Donald Glover and his friends are amazing. Okay, now back to the definition of hole.
So hole is a hollow place in a solid body or surface. He dug out a small hole in the snow.
I think.
I
by
feel
definition.
I feel like this being a cylindrical object. It's hollow. That's. Oh my God, it's so difficult. Because is a hole the shape or is a hole the negative space?
Whoa! I googled.
You Googled?
I Googled, does a straw have a hole? And this is what I found. Are you ready?
Ready. Spaghetti.
if my thing will scroll properly. It says, where is it? Damn it, let me just go back. It says, an ideal straw has no holes. It is a pipe. If it had a hole, it would leak.
See, that's what I'm thinking, is that it doesn't have any holes. Because
it says
whenever you're drinking out of it and it's like, it has poor suction and things like that, you're like, oh, damn it, my straw has a hole in it. Like, that's a bad thing. I don't think a straw has a hole.
The next sentence here is, technically, a straw has one hole, but technically, it does not.
How could it technically have both?
I know, right? I mean, technically, there is a hole leading in. But technically, that hole isn't a hole because the straw is a pipe.
I don't... Because, okay, so hole, you can dig a hole in the sand, and hole represents the negative space. You can cut a hole out of a piece of paper, and hole represents the shape, which, on a two-dimensional plane, is still the negative space.
Yeah.
Which, so if we go by that, where a hole is the volumetric negative space, as well as the two-dimensional negative space, a straw might have 3 holes.
Jeez.
If we're including both.
Yeah.
One on either end, and then the middle.
Somebody here says a straw has one hole with 2 entrances. Here, another one says it's one hole because topologically, it's topologically equivalent to a donut and a coffee cup. And some would say a human, though we're arguably more of a genus 5, whatever that means. Somebody got really, high level. Let's see. It says just one. A hole needs 2 ends to be a hole. That doesn't make sense. I don't know.
I feel like I'm leaning towards a straw having no holes. And that the object itself is just hollow, but not necessarily a hole.
Oh, this is an interesting... What if it has infinite number of holes?
That's going to break your brain.
Yeah. Because if you just keep cutting the straw, you're creating more holes within the straw. And mathematically, you can keep cutting a straw an infinite number of times.
I'm not sure I buy that. Because
no?
You could dig a hole in the sand, and you could just say, all right, let's take a cross-section of this hole, and then take another cross-section of this hole, and then suddenly you have infinite holes as well. Which means anything could have infinite holes. Any 3-dimensional object could have infinite holes.
Now I'm thinking about infinite holes, and my trypophobia is acting up. I don't know. See, I think I'm leaning more towards one. But, because, like, if you were... like explaining to a child how to suck on a straw, like how to drink from a straw. You would say you do this and it comes up the hole, right?
So in this same...
Because a pipe has holes, right? Let's see what the
That's the
definition
same
of a
thing.
pipe is.
A pipe, a straw, a toilet paper roll, they're all the same thing. They're just a hollow cylinder.
Yeah, you're right. It's a pipe. So the definition of a pipe is a tube of metal, plastic, or other material used to convey water, gas, oil, or other fluid substances. It doesn't say anything about holes.
Okay. So it depends on... Okay, I'm looking up on... This is a different site, dictionary.com. Their definition is an opening through something, gap, aperture. Second definition is a hollow place in a solid body or mass, a cavity.
Well, but a hollow place, wasn't that part of... That's also part of the definition of a hole. And were you just looking up the definition of pipe?
I was looking at the definition of hole.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were looking at the definition of pipe. I was like, well, now they have the same definition, so I was going to be just lost again. I think the answer is none. I think you're right. I think there are no holes in a straw.
I'm not convinced.
I'm also not convinced.
This new definition of hole, though, like with an opening through something.
Yeah.
There's an opening through the middle of the straw.
Yeah, like if you had, let's just say, a metaphorical hole in your wall, that's an opening through the wall, right?
I feel like the difference is
there's more surface area that you're like around the hole.
I kind of, yeah, that it is a solid physical object that happens to have negative space in it, whereas the negative space is created because of the object.
Yeah.
Like the space is the object itself that is just enveloped by this material, this plastic, the cardboard, the metal. Whereas the space, like this, so the space defines the object of the straw, whereas the space is something that's missing from the object itself in a wall or in...
Yeah. And a straw isn't missing any space.
No.
I don't think it has holes.
I don't think it does either.
I think it has no holes.
What a discussion. What a conversation starter,
I don't feel
man.
good about that. I don't feel good about it because I feel confused. I feel like if a straw doesn't have any holes, then what is life?
I think I'm like 90% satisfied with that argument of is it missing space from an object, or is the object creating the missing space?
Yeah. And this is not missing space from an object because the object itself...
Right. It wasn't a solid piece of plastic then somebody burrowed out.
Right. And in order for a straw to be a straw... In order for a straw to be an efficient, effective straw, it has to have that space gone. Otherwise, it is not a straw. So by a straw's definition of what it is, it has to have that space gone. So it's got no holes. And a wall, for it to be an effective, efficient wall, needs to have no missing space. And when it is missing space, that then becomes a hole because it sort of removes the fact, it sort of like weakens the wall's effectiveness, I guess, right? So no, it has no holes.
I think it has no holes. I'm like 85% comfortable with that answer. I could be swayed if someone has a better argument.
Please, I want to hear other people's thoughts on this. Do you ever just like feel like you're drunk? But you're not, like you haven't had anything to drink. Like right now, this has just blown my mind, and I'm just like, I'm in a state of delirium. Delirium? Delirium,
beat-um, bum,
bum. I don't know, like what even is reality, you know? That's what I'm feeling. This is what this straw question is making me question. Well, thank you, Matt from Ree.
From Ree.
Golly, jeez. So our poll this week will be what your thoughts are, my friends. If this is one hole, two holes, none holes, infinite
none
holes.
Gross.
Oh my gosh, guys, what a great question. I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while. Oh my goodness. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. The eternal show.
That's the end of the show. The eternal show. We're never gonna die. I'm sure that's obnoxious to listen to.
We love you. You have to listen to us. I've lost my mind, and you're reaping all the benefits.
I'm reaping all the benefits.
Oh, man. And for today's parting positive thought, if your mind is especially blown right now, just like mine, it's not relevant to the parting positive thought. But
Great.
Alice Morse Earle has been quoted as saying, "Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day." And that's true. And like, when you have a bad day, you had a bad day, you're taking one down, just to turn it around. I'm sure there's got to be one good thing in a day, even if it's a bad day. Like, you woke up. That's good.
I used to do that actually quite a few years ago back in Chicago. There was a time where I was like feeling really down, all that kind of stuff, and I would had the day one app on my phone, it's a journaling app, and I was just like, all right, what's everything good that happened today? Just to realize, like, oh, you know what? There is actually a lot of good going on. Things went right. Things went well.
It's a really good way to, I don't know if practice gratitude or learn gratitude. I don't really know. It's a really good way for you to realize that it's a bad day, not a bad life. Things like that. And that there is good in every day. But also, like, when you see that, at least for me, it helps me to feel more gratitude. Like, you know, does that make sense?
Yep. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Cat food. Kit Kat. All right, my friends, my loves, thank you for joining us and for being with us. And as always, hugs and kisses.
Hugs and sharks.
Party farts.